So I am going to show you how to create an assessment in Illuminate that your students can take online. So when you log into Illuminate, you should actually be here. I'm going to go to create an assessment. My options are on the fly, flexible, item bank, new item bank, and skills. These are the only two the on the fly and flexible are the only ones I've ever used. We're going to pick flexible. And we're going to title this, actually, let me go see what I'm supposed to title this. So I want to make a slope mastery quiz. And I need to go to Illuminate to find that, buddy. So this one is slope number 2. I really just like the way that this is organized, but it's okay. So now I'm going to actually download this guy because I'll need it in a little bit. And then I'm going to go back to this guy. So I know that this is going to be slope number 2. And we're going to hit create. And then it's going to ask me how many questions I need. So I'm going to actually go look at that mastery quiz that I just downloaded. So ours is 10 questions. So I'm going to just put in 10 here and say add 10. It's going to automatically give me multiple choice and let me pick it. I can switch this to multiple choice partial credit, constructed response, explicit constructed response, number grid, etc. But we're going to go with multiple choice because that's what our quiz is. And then I'm going to use that test at the bottom of the test that they give us in AP for All. There should be a key. So I'm going to use that key and put in my answers. We got B, C, B, C, D, D, A. Oh, I messed up somewhere. So 1 was B, C, B, C, D, D. Question 7 was A. Question 8 was E. Question 9 is B, and question 10 is E again. So at this point, I can add in the way I want to do things. So if I want to put in a standard, I just need to know what standard I'm adding in. I can make a question group. So there are some already done question groups, but you can make your own. I'm not going to do that for this quiz. I suggest that you do actually do that though. You can group them so that you know what standards. So I would just use the standards here. That way I can see like, okay, so 3 and 1 are going to get grouped together. So are 5, 7, and 8. And that way I can see like the data on just that standard. So at this point, I need to upload materials. But that means that I need to take off this answer key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print to PDF. And I'm going to save this as slope 2. I can get rid of this document after I'm done with it and after I've uploaded it. We just need to be able to upload it onto the test. So at this point, I'm going to go find it. I call it slope. So we're going to pick that. Go to open. And then once it says success, we're good. It's there. And we have all of our answers in. we're going to go look at what this looks like for a student. So this is exactly what it looks like for them. They have to hit begin too. And they're going to get this nice picture online. Oh, and I did it wrong. I forgot to take off the actual answer key. So I'm actually going to go delete that from my materials. And that's pretty easy. I just got to say yes, delete. And then I'm going to fix this by actually doing what I should have, which is print to PDF and change the page range. So I want to go to 1 to 4 because I know that that last page is not going to be helpful. It'll give all the answers to our students. So I'm going to call this loop number 2 again and just have it replace that document. And now I can go in and actually fix it. So we're going to go do exactly what we did before. Upload that document. And then now I want to go preview again, just to make sure everything's solid. I'm going to continue to test. Oh, something's gone wrong. It says it's good. I wonder if I just went too quickly. I wonder what I have done. All right, this time it worked. So now this is exactly what students will see. They're going to answer the first question. They're going to answer that over on the right-hand side. So I know that this is going to end up being -4/5. So I'm going to pick B, etc. And they would go and answer all of their questions. Let's just go ahead and answer all of these. I'm going to just randomly select things and just go with it. And then I'm going to hit review and finish test. It's going to tell me that I answered all of my questions. We're going to hit finish. And then they can close out. So that's what it looks like on the student side. Now that everything's done, we're just going to go over here and hit done. And we can set up the assessment now. So how would you like to administer this assessment? We're going to do online. And we're going to do test with quick code. So this way you don't have to worry about anything. You are just giving them the code to take the test. And to get that, you're going to go over here into this student info tools and get the access code. You're going to hit that. It's going to pull this up. Don't just give them the code. Give them this link. So you're going to copy that link, post it in your chat, and then I will show you exactly what it looks like for students when they see this. So they're going to put that into the chat. They're going to enter their student ID, and then as long as you give them the link, the access code is already in there, and they have to put their student ID. It's going to give them some options. They can use their email address or whatever their username is. Just have them put their student ID. Once that's done, once they've entered that, it's actually going to give them a confirmation that they are who they say they are. It'll just have their name, and then they'll hit submit, and then they can start the test. Again, I would go ahead and have put those standards in there, but that's how you will set up your online test administration. This works for anything. Then you can go to live proctoring once you've set up the test, and you'll actually get to see what questions a student has answered and all of that jazz. You should have gone through that in oh, what was it? The CCRS quiz or exam that students took earlier this year on a Tuesday with Jordan, giving you guys all that information. If you have any questions about how to set up these tests, I'm happy to answer more questions. I'm just not super savvy on this yet. Like, I figured the quick way to do it. I'm sure that there are better ways. And if you think of any, if you wouldn't mind taking a picture or taking a video and sending it out to staff, that would be amazing.